Am I the asshole for refusing to speak to my husband because he chose work over my surgery? I, 26F, recently found out that I have a mass on my tonsil. My doctor immediately opted for a tonsillectomy. It could be cancer, so he wanted to get it out as soon as possible. I have had cancer once before. My husband, 27M, works all the time. He almost never calls off, and recently got another job. My surgery is scheduled for a day that he works. He told me that he was not going to be taking me, because he has to work. I don't have a way to get there, because I cannot drive myself, and I've had to ask friends to take me. They are not able to, and I'm pretty introverted naturally, so I don't have a ton of close friends in general. I have 2 close friends who live here, and one doesn't have a car. I don't really have any family that is close enough to be able to. I'm struggling to find someone in time. I also need someone to stay with me for the entire first 24 hours. To help me manage pain meds while being high on anesthesia and making sure there are no complications from it basically, and he says he can't because he has to work. They are wondering why he won't take a day off work and especially why he won't take a few days off so he can help me out if I need it as I'm coming off the anesthesia. This upset me so much that I haven't even been able to look at him or speak to him for the past 2 days. He told me I'm the asshole because I don't care about his job, and he called me controlling for getting upset and ignoring him. I'm starting to think maybe I am a bit of an asshole here. So, Reddit, am I the asshole? Edit. Thank you guys for all of the love and advice. I will be contacting my doctor on Monday to figure out a plan. It really helps and means a lot to see everyone's input. I'll try to keep up with comments and also I'll be updating again when I have a plan. 2 hearts. Not the asshole. This is literally what partners are for. If he can't step up for this, he's not suitable to be in a relationship. It's getting to the point now where you won't even be able to get the surgery if he won't take off work. Why is his job more important to him than you are? Not the asshole. 1,000,000%. Your spouse is the one person in this world you should be able to count on, without advance notice, on a weekday, during work, when they're busy. He should want to be there rather than act like it's an inconvenience to his work schedule. I hope you get the love and care you deserve and your surgery goes well. Not the asshole. This is the partnership part of marriage. You do need to talk to him and let him know calmly that you need someone to step up and help you out. Let him know clearly that this is something you expect him to do. If he absolutely can't, what reasonable solutions does he have for this? This is a learning experience. You are learning about your relationship. After your surgery, you should seek out counseling for yourself. You may need help in deciding how to approach the breakdown in your marriage and strength to make decisions that you can be happy to live with. Not the asshole. Is he just skipping over that whole in sickness part of the vows? I don't remember there being an exception for working. Unless the finances can't sustain a day or 2 off. I'm assuming they can't schedule it on a day he has off? Not the asshole. At all. Does your doctor have a social worker who may be able to help? Is the doctor able to speak to your husband? He seems to be lacking the understanding of how serious this is. This isn't something that can wait till it is convenient for him. Absolutely not the asshole. I've got to ask. Why are you married to this man? It's pretty obvious that he doesn't prioritize your health or well-being. No matter if he says otherwise, his actions are speaking far louder than his words. Am I the asshole for my comment to my neighbor when she told me she met her husband at a club? I've moved to a new place and have only seen my neighbor twice, and the second time she told me her husband lived in another country and that they had met at a club. I told her that was pretty neat, and that my husband and I also met at a club. At first we thought it would just be something casual, but over time we fell in love. When I told her this, she was shocked and said, "How dare you imply that my husband and I had sex right away and that he wasn't serious about me at first? You don't support women if you are calling me a SL who has sex with strangers they just met." I have felt awful about it since and have been going over it in my head and wondering about it. Although I didn't say she and her husband started out casual, it feels like the implication did overstep boundaries. How much of an asshole was I for this? Not the asshole. Lady, I'm not a white screen. Stop projecting. ETA. Thanks for the awards, guys. Why are my silliest comments always the ones that blow up? Lol. Not the asshole. You didn't judge her. You told her about you and your husband. She decided to take offense about nothing. Not the asshole. And I totally don't understand how someone is already saying you are. This neighbor needs to visit the planetarium next, so she can find out what the Earth actually revolves around. How in TF does your relationship have anything to do with hers, and at what point they decided to have sex? This is mind-blowing. That was such a reach to find something to be upset about. I'm surprised she didn't hurt herself. Here's what actually happened. You told your story, and then she jumped feet first into the Grand Canyon of overreacting, and then she implied you're the one that sleeps around by keeping it casual at first. Holy shit, I'm sorry to keep blabbing, but this is suwak. Definitely not the asshole. NTA, she's obviously insecure. You implied nothing about her life when you told her about yours. She definitely projected her own insecurities there. You didn't say anything insulting. Not the asshole. NTA, I think she assumed and overreacted. Especially seeing as most people who meet at clubs just hook up. Due to her quick and harsh reaction. She knows this. Not the asshole. Am I the asshole for scolding my niece for having her destination wedding on a Sunday night? My niece, my sister's daughter, is getting married this weekend and her weekend is on Sunday. I'll skip on it because it's a destination wedding, not too far away but still, away from our main city, and it's on a Sunday. On Monday I'm working. As do most of us. My son and his girlfriend will go despite my pleads not to. I told them it's a waste of money and it's very wrong how my niece has her wedding on a Sunday night, expecting most of us to skip work the following day. My son said he doesn't care, neither does his girlfriend, and they'll just take the day off. But this doesn't sit right with me. I had RSVP'd that I won't attend, and I left a note at the email saying how it's very inconvenient that they chose that day and how I feel they should be more thoughtful of those of us who work the next day and can't attend their destination wedding. Regardless, destination wedding or not, Sunday weddings are a no-no because people work the next day. They can't stay up till late for your wedding and then go to work. My niece called me to say how sorry she is I won't attend and that it's okay, she's not offended. I told her that I am actually offended about how she didn't think this throughout. About how nobody else scolded her on that choice and how many people will now miss out on the wedding for a silly choice she made. She said that date is special for her and her fiancé, that's why they chose it. I told her of course I understand, but she shouldn't just be thinking about her special and unique date and she should accommodate other people. She defended herself and said she understands how it's difficult for many people to attend due to that and she doesn't mind. That made my blood boil because that girl obviously didn't care about the comfort and convenience of her guests and only cared about her own special little date. I told her that. She then started cursing me out and told me, "Okay, who the fuck are you?" I fucking said I understand why people might not be able to attend, but my fiancé and I wanted that date, so whether or not you can make it is your business. Just RSVP no and shut the fuck up, since I don't owe you any justification on why I chose that date. Good thing your judgmental ass won't come after all. Who knows what else you'd comment on. She hang up on me. I called my sister and told her how her daughter spoke to me and she said that her daughter was right. My sister said I was wrong. My son also said I crossed the line and I should indeed STFU and stop being an awe. You are the asshole. Her wedding, her choice. You weren't planning to go anyway, so it literally has no effect on your life. Get over yourself and be better. You are the asshole. The wedding isn't about you or the other guests. It's about the bride and groom, or bride and bride, groom and groom. And she's right, she doesn't owe anyone any justification for why they chose the date. This is 100% bait. If not, you are the asshole. Well, this is an easy one. You are the asshole. People chose wedding dates for a lot of different reasons, including because the date is special. But Sundays are also cheaper. I've heard of weddings on Valentine's Day, on a Wednesday morning, etc. If you're not paying for the wedding, you don't get a vote. You deserved everything she said to you. Big, you are the asshole. Her wedding is not about you. It is their day, and you're so inconsiderate that you have the nerve to try to change any part of it. I'm glad you're not going, because weddings are happy occasions to be shared with loved ones, and nothing about what I just read was loving. As for your niece? I wish her a long and happy marriage, void of selfish family. You are the asshole. I got married on a Thursday. Cope. Would I be the asshole for bringing my daughter to a child-free wedding? My brother is having a wedding soon. The invite he sent to my family specifies that the wedding is child-free and 18+. I have 2 daughters, twins. However, they have different birthdays due to them being born a few minutes apart. Jenna was born a few minutes before midnight and Brenda was born shortly after midnight. The wedding is on the day of the Jenna's birthday, So my older daughter, Jenna, will be of age while my younger, Brenda, will not. I know it would be disrespectful to bring Brenda to the wedding since she'll only be 17. But on the other hand, it seems unfair that Brenda will be unable to go while her twin sister will. I talked to my brother and he said that the rules are the rules and it would be unfair if Brenda were to come since he has another 17-year-old niece who won't be allowed, so it wouldn't be fair to allow one 17-year-old niece but not the other. Brenda is upset that she isn't included in the wedding. So would I be the asshole if I brought her along for the wedding against my brother's wishes? Technically you'd be going against their rules, but if your brother wants to be that petty then I say just don't go. If I were you, I'd honestly RSVP no and take both kids on a double B-Day celebration as a treat for the kids who don't deserve to be part of the grown-ups drama. Edit. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your brother is, pardon the French, batshit if he thinks that's reasonable. They're twins. Edit. Regardless of you, your brother is a certified AW. He's chosen your one twin's birthday as his wedding day, and that forces exclusion of your other twin. He should have picked a day per week earlier or a day per week later to avoid this issue. It's 100% his fault. Not the asshole. You're saying she would be technically a day short of her 18th birthday. This isn't a legal matter, it's a family wedding. Close enough. This is so ridiculous that it really feels like either your brother hates your youngest twin or he really doesn't want you to attend. RSVP no. Never bring uninvited guests. But what kind of uncle decides his niece's birthday is a good day for a wedding? And to exclude one because she is minutes away from being 18? Technically, both kids are 17 because your oldest twin isn't 18 until nearly midnight, so what's up with that? Frankly, your response should be, I'm sorry none of us can make it. Older twin is celebrating her milestone birthday, and I and younger twin will be celebrating with her. We all wish you a happy wedding and good life with your new wife.